Hi everyone, it's byCherryEnchantress. I'm here with another pick a card reading, and this time we are doing what's my honeymoon going to be like. This is an idea that Catherine had, and I like it, and I think we shall explore this. So we have three piles, 1, 2, and 3. One is this amethyst rock. Let's see if we can get it to zoom. There. 2 is the yellow calcite, and 3 is the green aventurine. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Close your eyes, release your breath, open your eyes, and let them be drawn to the pile that's meant for you. Now, you may not find your dream honeymoon within 3 piles because there's definitely a lot of possibilities out there, but here's 3 of the main energies that Spirit was giving me for the collective, and maybe you will stumble upon something that resonates with you. So let's begin. All right, and here's pile 1 with the amethyst. So let's see what we've got. We've got a few different decks here. One is my fairy forecast. So let's see what the fairy forecast has to say about your honeymoon. We have waves. So crashing waves could be a beach theme, a tropical paradise, going to the shore somewhere, maybe Hawaii even, some kind of situation with waves. But the waves also indicate kind of like this really uplifting feeling, like this really joyful, exuberant, full, and a lot of love too, because water represents love, and when it's bursting like a wave, then it's this joyful love feeling. All right, and let's see what else we have. Water, so definitely a water themed situation, honeymoon. Here we have a mermaid, so it could be, you could get one of those kind of all-inclusive packages where you resort packages where you go deep sea diving, you swim with the dolphins, things like that, so that's something that I'm seeing and hearing. All right, let's see, what does your romance angel have to say? You have passion, so definitely going to be the lovey-dovey passionate stuff happening here. And your maps, Enchanted Map. I don't use this very much because it's my daughter's deck, but of course you need Enchanted Map, or you need some kind of travel type deck to go with honeymoons, and you have the Magic Stream. So that's really good. So I'm just going to read to you from this book because I love the way Colette writes. And the Magic Stream is saying, everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there's danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. This is a real interesting message because I feel like this answers some of you guys' questions about, how did you get this so accurately? Like sometimes it's crazy accurate and you feel like it's a private reading. Well, the reason for that is so much of the collective is on the same wavelength, the same energy. Not all of you will have picked this pile, but those of you who do may resonate with it right away. And some of you may say, this one doesn't feel right, maybe try another. Honestly, if it doesn't resonate, maybe your answer is in a different pile, or maybe this reading isn't the reading for you. But it's funny how spirit helps attract us to the reading that is exactly meant for us. Okay, so and how many of us have these same energies going. That's why these picker cards work so well. And also, if you join me on my live readings too, like I'll be reading for one person, but it might resonate with you. It happens to me all the time too. I'll be watching Queen Sugar and read for another person. It just like feels like it's my reading sometimes. So we're so connected that way, and that's why we have this connectivity. So let's see what your language of light card is. And you have soul name. So I'm just gonna, this is my guinea pig pile, meaning that I work out all the angles and stuff with the first pile, and then pile 2 and 3 looks so flawless. All right, so soul name is really cool. I feel like something about your connection with your person, whoever you marry and have this honeymoon with, or maybe there's maybe this is a honeymoon phase before a marriage, whatever. It's kind of this honeymoon energy, and I feel like there's something about your names that will really feel connected. You might be connected to their name, or theirs to yours, or both of you together will find a new name somehow. Like there's this soul name. It's real interesting. I tried this meditation for myself, and it was very interesting. And I discovered a soul name that I might have had from other lifetimes. So you're about to receive the name of your soul. Your soul name acts as a link between your inner and outer worlds, enabling you to merge authentic wisdom into your everyday experiences and create a life from your heart. You placed your soul name in your heart before you were born. As you explore your inner world and open your heart, you will discover the name of your beautiful essence. You are ready to awaken your heart and know its absolute fullness. You are safe to discover, connect, and receive. All your dreams and desires will be realized with an open heart. Ask for and be open to receiving the name of your soul. It may arrive in the way you don't expect, but when it comes, you will know it's authentic by the way it feels. Liberate your heart and soul. You are worth it. So I feel like there's going to be like at least somewhere in the midst of all the merriment and enjoying each other's company in your honeymoon, you're going to feel this spiritual connection to a name, to a soul name. Something is going to trigger that, and it's going to be like a really, really beautiful moment, like epiphany. All right, let's see what the Lilac and Twilight, Lilac and Cherry Twilight Lenormand. This is the lilac one. We have anchor, so here we go. Solidifying the fact that it's a port. You could be on a cruise even. A port, beach, something, yeah, something coastal somehow. But the anchor also represents this very, maybe taking on this person's name has made you feel sort of kind of connected in a way to them that you never thought you could be. You know, it's just like, it feels so profound to you, you know, it anchors your relationship. It feels really cool like that. Okay, so, and then you also have the garden here. So the garden is, to me, just represents a beautiful place where you will, you know, set out. Your surroundings will be gorgeous. A tropical paradise, just like really beautiful surroundings. Very floral and and garden represents public and community. So I feel like it could also mean that like this might be a place where you hang out with other couples or other honeymooners, you know. There might be a community sense here. Okay, now let's see what your Enchanted Romance, I don't even know the name of my own decks. Okay, Enchanted Romance card is the Ten of Pentacles. So when this came out, I was like, oh, cool, you know, there could be music here, there could be something, but there is, okay, so this is you and your person, but it's almost like the children are there, like in the etheric realm. It's like you're ready to start a family, you're ready to put down roots, you're ready to have this foundation, you know, anchor it and have a name and a legacy and all of that, you know. That's what this honeymoon really makes you feel alive that way. All right, and then I thought, you know, honeymoon isn't a honeymoon unless we get a little bit saucy. So let's see what the sexy time will be like here for you. So we have the a Knave of Wands. Definitely this is like relaxed, free feeling, kicking your shoes off, very affectionate, a lot of PDA, but not going too far, but just a lot of affection, outward affection. Let's see what else. And then you have the Knight of Wands. So we have two knights. Oh, we have a knave and a knight. So knaves are about communication. So this is a lot of back and forth energy of talking and relating and really be on the same wavelength, you know, really like vibing with each other. And then the Knight of Wands is the action. So I feel like I said, like a spa resort kind of place where you're going to have activities, maybe horseback riding or something like that, where you get to go explore and do fun stuff together. And yeah, and that stirs up, I mean, I don't think you'll be doing it naked, but you never know. And that stirs up some excitement here. And then yeah, and your evenings will be under the stars and very romantic, feeding each other, giving each other drinks, flirting, feeling the energy, the sparkle, the excitement, this renewed feeling, this hope for the future, this feeling like, yeah, everything's going to be wonderful between you. All right, so let's see now what your charms have to say. Whoopsie. All right, you have Italy. So you could be going to Italy. Maybe some, ooh, the Riviera. Is that a, am I getting that right? Oh, you got D. You have butterfly, which represents transformation. The cross, which represents faith, but it could also represent like a religious ceremony and churches and structure like that. You have the sewing machine. That makes me think creativity. You have Christmas tree, so it could be a Christmas honeymoon, Christmas time. Lots of music here. And who is this? This is Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of music. Look, you got a dolphin. So one of your activities could be like, yeah, like swimming with the dolphins. You got 14 and hope. Wow, very sweet. So I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Like, share, subscribe, and if you need anything, I have no wait for private readings. So take a look at my description box and my email address, and I will give you some information how to get a private reading with me if you're interested. Okay, moving on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 2 with the yellow calcite. And the first deck we're using is my fairy forecast, and you have snow flurries. So you could be going somewhere cold, Aspen, you know, a snow lodge, ski lodge, someplace cozy that's just like a very like escape the world kind of feeling. And we also have haunts, which also makes me think it could be local. So when I say haunts, I think of local haunts, you know, like a local place. It could also have a horror theme or some kind of spooky Halloween theme for your honeymoon. So that's possible here too as well. It could be maybe, you know, like a place where, ooh, a haunted house. I mean, a place that you stay in that like a bed and breakfast or something like that that has sort of a mystery behind it, like, you know, some kind of ancestral mystery to it as well. And then your romance angels say, oh, past life relationship. Maybe the past life, maybe you had a past life relationship and you were in this, and it feels, maybe it's sort of, I don't know, like, yeah, so just an ancestral home of some sort, or something that makes you, kind of brings back some memories here. You've known each other before. So this could, like, this location can help stir up this feeling, like, if you haven't already felt this feeling between each other, this feeling like, have I known you in a past life, or this place feels so familiar somehow. Anyway, maybe you choose the place because of that. Maybe you have a specific connection to this place that has sort of an ancestral vibe to it, or old-fashioned, or ancient, or not ancient. I'm thinking more like vintage or Victorian or something like that. A Victorian house. But anyway, so now we're going to use your maps. So this is the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed, and you have Ghostlands. So that's really cool. I feel like, yeah, you could be you may be someplace that has like a tour of cemetery, stuff like that. So you might be having an interesting theme behind your honeymoon here. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. So whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future is no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there. You can't take measured steps toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful memories or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So definitely live in the now, but I feel like you can experiment, adventure, and try, you know, put yourself in a time period that was a long ago. That could add some excitement, but it's not a place to stay, right? And not a place to live in. All right, let's see what your we've got from the secret language of light. We have whispers. Yeah, so there's this kind of haunted whispers. Somebody's calling out to you, come to visit me, come see me, come here, hither. But whispers really is tuning into your soul voice. Your mind and heart are expanding to hear your soul whispers. You are or will soon find it easier to interpret, understand the vibes of your soul through how you feel. Open the door to soul whispers by feeling appreciative. Close the door by feeling judgmental. The messages are always there, even if you're not receiving them. Practice feeling soul vibes to clarify your intuition and psychic senses. Just like we know a dog can hear a sound we can't, your intuition interprets waves and impulses outside of your conscious awareness. This card is also prompting you to take notice of your dreams. When you're asleep, you cease conscious thought and resistance, making it easier for you to receive soul transmissions. If you embrace the message that comes through your dreams, you will invite more of the same. If you don't like that dream, then see it as a sign to shift your focus or change a belief. So I'm getting the message that when you're on your honeymoon, you're going to really realize this sort of an ancestral, maybe it wasn't a curse necessarily, but it is ancestral healing that you're doing by being connected with this partner. And this honeymoon is really going to bring about this sense of ancestral healing, and it's also going to make you very aware of how important it is to be in the now and not to reflect back so much, and also go forward too much, because the past is a memory and the future is a daydream, basically. And those are places that can't live, you know, so be living in the now. So I think you're going to really catch that message on this. Well, let's see what else. Okay, so for your Lilac Twilight Lenormand, you have the house. So definitely like a nice cozy cottage, home, ancestral place, bread and breakfast, something like that. Or it could be someplace close by, someplace familiar, you know, and beautiful, and nice gardens, and warm and welcoming. And then you have the key. So this is about solutions and finding, you know, like being able to go through that door. So it could definitely be like an Airbnb kind of thing, where you'll have like this key situation that you have to work out with the person. You could be traveling to some place that has a specific place that you're going to pick up the key to go visit, and it's part of this kind of tour. Like we had the spa and the resort in pile one, but here this is sort of a themed tour, I think, some kind of magical ancestral haunted situation. All right, let's see now. And then for your Enchanted Romance, we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, it could feel very, you know, like balconies and beautiful architecture and very vintage, old school style. Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of that kind of stuff here. Oh, as far as location, but your room and the place you stay is going to be slightly more important than the outdoors, you know, the outdoor activities like in pile one. The location is going to feel really warm and cozy and beautiful, and you're not going to want to leave that. It's going to be mostly an indoor event, and maybe because winter and cold outside, the indoors will be more appealing to you anyway. All right, let's see now. We can't forget that this is also, honeymoon is romantic time. So let's see what your sexy messages are. So you have the sun, beautiful, warm, loving embraces, feeling whole, feeling one. And you have the Ace of Wands, which is the magic of the statues in the fire, which makes me think of twin flames. You know, so these two beings are together, united in the flames, becoming one. So, ooh, and a fireplace, cozy. So yeah, definitely could be wintertime with a cozy fireplace and nice draperies and very soft bedding and just a lot of connectivity, kissing, hugging, holding. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, and then you have this copper kitchen makes me feel like your environment will be definitely where you do all of your embracing and loving and kissing and holding, and you won't even have to go outside. You have a very adorable kitchen. It has sort of a very French, provincial, countryside, Scottish, whatever, but wherever you are, it's going to be very unique and special, and the building itself will be house a very special energy between you. The sun also is all about fusion and lasting splendor, like this happy feeling. Also seeing each other as happy in the moment, you know, like you might be looking at each other a lot, taking selfies a lot, looking at each other in mirrors. Let's see what these signs have to say. Okay, not very many. Let's do a couple more. Okay, all right, so we have the rose, something about a flower here. This person that you're connecting with may be kind of nerdy, maybe kind of stiff on the outside, but they're super sweet and full of love underneath the surface. And you've got Saint Anthony, so Italy here, the patron saint of lovers and the Italian Valentine's Day. So it could be a Valentine's situation, honeymoon, or it could be like a Halloween kind of honeymoon. We have Alice in Wonderland. Maybe it's an Alice in Wonderland theme. You're late to important dates, so don't run late. Oh, you look, you have the soulmate hearts with some pixie dust here. Oh yeah, see the snowman, winter outside. You have London, Big Ben Tower. You have the spinning spindle. I feel like, yeah, this kind of gives me countryside vibes too, like old-fashioned countryside. And then the moon, a very nice connection in the evening. And the Hamsa hand, you're safe. No worries, you're safe. Everything is good. There's also lovely music here, great success, a feeling of connectivity. The fish also represents soulmates. And I feel like because you got some pixie dust, we'll add one more message for you with the pixie dust. Oh, you've got shake it off. If you fall and others jeer, just shake it off and walk with cheer. Oh, this is kind of, could be pre-honeymoon feelings, you know, like, you know, maybe people think that you're never going to find somebody, and then you find this amazing person, and or maybe people laugh at your idea of having kind of like a haunted honeymoon, but it turns out to be like one of the best ideas you ever had, and you have an amazing time. All right, you guys, well, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Yes, like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please be a subscriber. I love you very much. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you, my subscribers who always stop by and check out my readings. And if this one didn't vibe, maybe a different pile will vibe a little bit better. Remember, there's a lot of possibilities out there for honeymoons. So this just kind of like zeroes in on 3 different energies that Spirit was presenting me. All right, I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 3 with the green Aventurine. I feel like Aventurine is appropriate for honeymoons. All right, let's see now. From my fairy forecast, we have fated meeting. So it could be a fated meeting, of course, your honeymoon, or maybe a fated meeting brought you to the point of marriage and this honeymoon. But I also am seeing Big Ben or towers or structure, foreign travel, Europe, you know, yeah, architecture is part of your honeymoon. Let's see what else. And we have embark. Ooh, so yeah, you could be going on like a cruise or embarking on some kind of a flight or some travel, and traveling together. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Traveling across the ocean together, you know. So yeah. So let's see about your romance angels. We have honeymoon. So you got the honeymoon. And look, there's the boat. And there's Venice. And so it could possibly be a European vacation for you. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, you know, it could be a specific place, you know, like Paris or Italy, you know, or London, but it could be a variety of places in Europe. I'm just getting this European feeling, but also I'm seeing, you know, like travel by boat and also, you know, architecture, buildings. Alrighty, let's see what your enchanted maps say. And this is a Colette Baron Reed deck, and we have Golden Palace. See, that's what I'm talking about. You could have a tour of castles. That would be really cool. That's definitely on my bucket list, to tour some castles. So you're big, maybe you're having a theme situation as well, or maybe you just happen to want to see castles, or you're going to stay at a castle or a very beautiful chateau near a castle. But anyway, structure, artifices are what popping up in my brain. The Golden Palace, though, is a great message separately too from the whole architecture theme here. There is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitious ambitions fulfilled, wealth and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. This is so sweet. You're just really, really happy, and you're going to be rich too, it looks like. You're going to have money. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now, so share the wealth. That's really nice. So you're having both. You're having this inner wealth, this kind of like, how did I get so lucky, you know? Finding this perfect mate, this perfect match. And then your outer world is also abundant with the tangible and the money to do big, extravagant kind of traveling and visiting places that you've always wanted to visit. Oh, I am so jealous. No, I still got time to find that person that wants to take me on the European vacation. But anyway, let's see what your secret language of light says. We have soul journey. So that's perfect for this. You know, not only are you physically journeying, but your soul is journeying too. Like, so every pile has a kind of spiritual take too, like something that you're learning when you're on this honeymoon in a spiritual sense as well. And this one is just as beautiful as the other two. But if you'd like to watch the other two, you might be interested in seeing what the other ones have to say as well. So I'm just trying to make it so you can see all of this. Maybe I just need to tilt it down just a bit. There we go. All right, so you are ready to start. A new chapter is beginning for you right now. You're feeling this energy so big. Like you're married, you're now on this honeymoon, you feel so exuberant, you feel so blessed and abundant to be with the person you love above everything, and you're experiencing this amazing honeymoon too, and you feel like this new energy about to begin in your life, like that you can take on anything, and the world is your oyster kind of feeling. This time, go easy on yourself though. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've been too hard on yourself in the past, and your self-worth kind of wavered, I know, a lot. But now it's time to realize you totally deserve this. Be the courageous, loving being you are. Breathe into the present moment and allow any anxieties to drop away. Enjoy the journey and stop thinking the future will bring something better. When the future arrives, it will be now. We had the now message in pile 2 as well. So keep with that message of being in the now, okay? Step out of the shadow of your past. All that matters is what you decide to do from this moment. Your life is yours to live in whatever way is meaningful to you. So you brought yourself to this life, and you are responsible for the quality of it. Trying to understand your reason for coming here will just hold you back. Just remember, everything you have done was the best thing to do at the time, or you thought it was. As you move forward, you will understand your motives. Experience allows you to better handle crisis. You are now deliberately creating a new chapter in your life. You are such an amazing pioneer, and that's how you're going to feel too on this honeymoon. You're like, I feel like a pioneer, like nobody can stop me. Let's go. All right, so let's see what your Lilac, Twilight, Lenormand has to say. See, you got the tower. Tower, sometimes represents bureaucracies and paperwork and stuff like that, but also represents downright towers, like places to visit, like the Golden Palace. So definitely more of that theme of visiting architecture, of castles and castles in the sky. And yeah, and maybe even staying in a place like that, or some of these images and feelings and energies when you're out on your honeymoon could give you kind of past life vibes as well as pile 2 did. Okay, let's see what else. Ooh, see a ship. So we've got this boat thing going through here too. So definitely could be taking some kind of cruise even, or at the very least, traveling across the sea to wherever you have to go for your honeymoon. So that's exciting too. All right, and let's see what your Enchanted Romance Tarot has to say. Something about romance in this for this deck. Anyway, my deck here, and you have the Ten of Cups. So I'm feeling like with the Ten of Cups, other than touring and traveling and seeing amazing edifices and architecture, you might, like, I don't know, maybe you'll be into hunting, or you maybe some kind of sport activity or something that you can do like that outside. It's very Renaissance-y. I don't know, some kind of, could be a Renaissance theme, but I feel like maybe it's just the two of you playing games, going out and about, enjoying the scenery, enjoying like the local, wherever you are at, because this is not going to be like near your house. Okay, this is going to be away from where you live, but it's going to have a lot of tourist things to see for sure, things that you can enjoy doing together. All right, and then last but not least, we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which kind of will help us understand what is your romantic energy going to be here on your honeymoon. So we have the Two of Swords. Very courtly. Could be some role play going on. My princess or whatever, you know. That looks like they're in a haystack, but he's all dressed up and she's losing her shoes. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which normally Five of Pentacles represents kind of like being left out in the cold, but this one has a whole lot nicer message, and part of the message has to do with music. And then here we go again with some beautiful architecture, and we have the Three of Wands, which more architecture and more of this old Renaissance-y energy here, you know, this old ancient vibes, different from the haunted vibe, which was more like kind of had this ancestral feeling, but this has more like a connection to the actual physical buildings and stuff that you will come across. Like the buildings are speaking to you, the places that you go into are kind of these interesting. So this one this card is this is the magic of the black chicken. See the black chicken in the background? So yeah, good eating, definitely. Ooh, some good, maybe, I don't know where you're gonna be, Italian. I see the, you know, the British Isles, things like that. So this is about having a lot of empathy and understanding with each other, and enjoying each other's company, and keeping promises and trust and all of that. So, you know, when sometimes your honeymoon is the first time that you will discover if you know how to travel together, you know, and you find that you are good travel mates, and you find that, I think you're finding that, hey, I want to do this in a bigger way. Like I don't want this to stop just at the honeymoon. I want us to travel together all the time, because I like traveling with you, you know, that kind of energy here. Like you trust each other's instinct, you trust each other's the way you communicate is very compatible, and your choices that you make are very compatible, and where you want to go is the same thing. So you have no trouble like just making decisions. They all come very easy and natural to you. So the Five of Pentacles is the magic of the rose and violin, and it's about completeness. You can't give up transforming the world around you and making it more similar to your ideals. After all, the world is the home of our love. So yeah, this can like spur this soul journey. This could spur this idea like, wow, I think we have a mission here, that we're going to like really touch humanity in a bigger way than what we ever thought was possible. And your honeymoon is going to actually propel you with this kind of energy and idea. The Three of Wands is kissing, so lots of smooches all in every corner, all around, everywhere you go. You know, it's not going to be very vulgar or too much on display. It's going to be just very courtly and sweet. And this is the magic of the ribbon tied around your leg. This is feeling like a mutual understanding and desire, a little bit of craving for nostalgia. And, you know, the nostalgia part comes with this kind of, hey, let's, you know, maybe role play. Let's pretend like we were, you know, back in those days, you know, and then at the same time thinking maybe we were, you know, there's something so familiar about this place. So you too have this familiarity about your environment because Europe, you know, has a very long and deep history and so much, just so much history behind everywhere you turn. So it's you really totally feel it, you know, you're feeling it in your bones as you go from one place to another. So let's see what your charms have to say. Okay. I am not looking. All right, so here you have, oh, St. Christopher, the patron saint of travelers. So, oh, you're gonna need your passport. Yes, yes. And it's sweet. We got California. I don't think you're going to California, but you could be coming from California. Actually, California and Florida popped up. It's possible that you'll be taking a cruise out of those ports, possibly. But I have more faith in the fact that this will be a long distance kind of thing. But then again, you could be a European coming to the United States, which I don't think that this seems more of a, you know, maybe a people from the United States going to Europe. Anyway, so St. Joseph, or it doesn't have to be Europe, but, you know, it could be South America, it could be Africa, it could be Australia, but it definitely felt the historical buildings like that you would see in Europe. St. Joseph is the daddy. St. Joseph, patron saint of daddies. Then you got the rooster, so Kaki could be, it could represent the Chinese zodiac sign of somebody, but it also, it could represent countryside and a place where you stay. Could have, you know, it could have farm animals even, you know. But I feel like you're going to wake up early and get an early start to your day every day because you don't want to waste any time but at the same time you might sleep in a little bit in each other's arms. Oh, you've got the you get the Holy Grail. I mean, like maybe some of your quest will be finding this Holy Grail. Maybe you have some kind of theme behind the Holy Grail or Sangral, you know. Maybe you're gonna have a Da Vinci Code honeymoon and, you know, follow the places that they went to. Whatever, like things like that are possible, I tell you what. But otherwise, the cup, the holy cup, just represents, it could be a spiritual thing too, but it also represents a lot of love, like the Ace of Cups, an overflowing abundance of love. Look at that, you get the whisk. I kind of feel like there's a possibility you could also be in a nice little cottage or place where you cook for yourself maybe sometimes. Or maybe at an inn, a very, like an old-fashioned inn, bed and breakfast type thing where they cook chickens and they cook they make meals, whatever, right in front of your face. You are enough. I feel like, honestly, I feel like there's some of you in this group who never thought that this could happen to you, this kind of magic, this kind of beautiful honeymoon. Like maybe you didn't deserve to be married to the person that you totally love and to be on a honeymoon that was so extravagant and full of excitement and wonder and travel. But yep, you finally feel in your worth and you are worth it. And then you've got, on some of you guys are going to the moon. This is shuttle. Look, remember the shuttle? I used to work at a place that had, you know, like talked all about the shuttle in the day. But the shuttle represents space and just reaching new heights. So I feel like whatever happens in this honeymoon, it's going to be quite a fun exploration, a fun, exciting feeling. But Mama Gaia, you know, this grounded feeling, this joy of being human and being connected to this beautiful planet and all its wonder and sights and sounds and things to see and eat and feel and the travel then eventually starts to make your sights move upward celestially to the sky, to Father Sky, and then you're going to have this really big union between the earth and the sky, and yeah, your mission is just gonna kind of like go up, up and away. That's what I'm feeling here for you guys, and I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Yeah, like, share, subscribe if you are new, and thank you, returning subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back. And I would like to shout out my members. If you'd like to join, you can press the join button, which gets you a tier. And with the tier, you get some special perks and emojis. The emojis you can use anytime, like commenting below with your emoji or during our lives. And then the perks for like your readings, all you have to do is email me that you're ready for your reading, and I will get it with you in short time. Usually my private readings take priority over my members, but right now I have no wait, so you get yours right away. If you're ready for your if you're ready for your member reading, just be sure to get it before the end of the month because it doesn't roll over. All right, Platinum Pixies, we have Lupe C, Claudia Lane, Claire, and Golden Fairy Leo Sunchild, Ash, Twin Flame, Luisa Silva, Full of Faithers, Wolfie, Wesley, Sunny King, Anastasia, Wild Owl Rose, and welcome, Domini. Hello. Sparkles of Light, Kim Caluf, AA, Sachi, Patricia, Valeska, Jaden, Cressy, Jessica D, Jessica Johnson, Mona, Mystic Mountain Dance, Amanda, Brian, and JR. Hi, welcome. So my patrons are Sylvie, Trini, and Melanie. The patrons are people who go to my Patreon page. I have a similar setup, but my patron donations can go pretty high depending if you're interested. Mostly it has to do with the fact that I'm also an artist and I'm creating decks right now. So check out the different decks artwork I've been doing that reflect in my decks that are upcoming. This next deck is going to be a Lenormand deck, so I'm really excited to, it's going to be Lenormand like this. Ooh, I like my shit. It's going to be very fantasy and fairy oriented, which is what I do here. So I'm so excited to keep working on that. So thank you for your support too, because your support means a lot. It helps me spend some time on my favorite part of my work, which is my artwork. And I love this too. I don't have a favorite part of my work. Everything I love to do. Thank you for letting me do what I love to do. All right, I'll see you guys later. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.